Hello everyone. Sorry it's been so long since we last talked, but rest assured, I still love you. I've been really busy at the State House dealing with the budget. Speaking of the budget, the 5-month death march known as House Bill 64 is finally over, and I'm happy to report that the OSBA and lawyers around Ohio fared very well. As you know, the initial fears with the state budget included an expansion of sales tax onto legal services, as well as an increase on the cat tax. The as-introduced version of the budget included an expansion of sales tax onto services such as lobbying, debt collecting, and business consulting. It also included an increase in the cat tax. I want to thank Kelvin Lawrence, chairman of the Taxation Law Committee, who testified several times before the House and the Senate to convince the legislature that such taxes were bad for Ohio and bad for Ohioans. Those provisions never made it into the final version of the budget. In addition to avoiding an expansion of sales tax on legal services, the OSBA took the opportunity in the budget to have several of our own proposals added into that document. Those proposals include one from the Military and Veterans Law Committee that amends the code to require courts reviewing applications for certificate of qualifications for employment to consider an applicant's military service and experience as part of the approval process. Also, from the Estate Planning, Trust, and Probate section, we had several provisions that were added to the budget. One clarifies that the executor's commission on non-probate property is to be 1%. Another that amends the code to clarify that the first partial accounting of an administrator or an executor can be waived. And an amendment that allows a watercraft trailer to pass to a surviving spouse in addition to the associated watercraft. It's funny how those boats don't move without trailers sometimes, especially on land. One last budget item. The budget also includes a pay increase for judges, 5% each year for the next 4 years. It's been a long time coming, and congratulations to the judges. They'll now be more in the middle range of pay of judges around the country as opposed to near the bottom. In addition to working on the budget for the last several months, we've also been putting forward several OSBA proposals. And I want to highlight a few so you'll be aware of them, and I'll be updating you in the fall as to their progress. One is Senate Bill 171 being carried by Senator Bill Seitz from the Family Law Committee. That bill deals with the Interstate Deposition and Discovery Act. A second is Senate Bill 181 being carried by Senator Larry Ophoff from the Corporation Law Committee that deals with fiduciary duties for corporate officers. Well, the budget's over, the legislature's out of session, it's time to go outside and enjoy the weather. Be on the lookout for the next On the Books, where I'll bring you a very special guest. Until then, that's the word on the square. This is Todd Book with On the Books.
Go ahead and let it go. Bit. That pull hook that you were hitting and stuff. Now,
I always thought it was because I was releasing from the top.
No, it's your grip. Everything has to do with the hands. Everything has to do with the hands.